you, Mr Deputy Speaker. I just wanted to take this opportunity to ask the Minister a couple of questions around the accelerated payment of tax and avoidance cases, something he knows I've written to him about and received a letter from him and also have met with him subsequently. This is an issue that, that has been mentioned by other members of this House that has raised a lot of concerns, particularly within the accounting community, and many of my constituents who are accountants who run their businesses have written to me and met with me who are very, very concerned about what they believe is retrospective legislation with no right of independent appeal. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to ask the Minister a couple of questions which I hope he could address in his closing remarks to perhaps reassure my constituents, and I'm sure those of other members who have contacted them about this issue. The first question is as regards the oft-quoted 80% success rate in tax avoidance cases tried at court. This is a statistic that I know the Minister has quoted himself. HMRC have quoted similar statistics, but we have yet to find out where the source of that statistic is from, and indeed we don't have a list of the cases on which this statistic is based. Many of the people who contacted me feel that this is unsubstantiated, and I wonder whether the Minister might be able to, in his remarks, give us the source of that 80% success rate. Secondly, there is a strong view, as I mentioned earlier, that this law is being implemented retrospectively with no right of independent appeal. I know that the Minister has stated it's not retrospective legislation, but I have to say to him, he knows that that is an opinion that is not shared by the accountancy profession, the legal profession, the CBI, or even the Treasury Select Committee, and I wonder if he might make a few comments on that. And just finally, there is a widely quoted statistic of an estimated 150,000 redundancies that are predicted as a result of this legislation, and the estimated loss of future tax revenues from those companies that are going to the wall, including in my constituency of Cannock Chase at the moment, is around 50 billion, in order to collect an estimated just 4 billion in unpaid revenues over the next 5 years. This seems to be a very bad bang for your buck to me, and I just wonder, perhaps finally, if the Minister could comment on really whether this is worth that loss and that unemployment.
As far as the questions concerned from my honourable friend, the member for Cannock Chase, on follower notices, there is no appeal against the requirement to pay the accelerated payment, because this would simply substitute one dispute over the substance of the scheme for another. HMRC is not making a decision about whether the avoidance scheme works, which has full rights of appeal. These rules do not change that. Rather, the requirement imposed on the taxpayer relates solely to the timing of the payment. If payment of the tax is a problem because the taxpayer cannot afford to pay the full amount immediately, then HMRC will use its normal approaches, including appropriate payment arrangements. And also, as far as the HMRC success rate of 80% is concerned, what is the source? Well, the source is the list of tribunal and court decisions. These tribunal and court decisions are all published, and people can read for themselves HMRC's continued success in these cases. Very quickly, Mr.